The world of Formula One is always evolving, with new rules and regulations being introduced every season. As F1 gears up for the 2023 season, there are major rule changes on the horizon that promise to heavily shape the way drivers approach races from here on out. From increasing safety measures to redefining what teams can do during a race, these top 10 rule changes need to be considered by everyone involved in Formula One. In this video, we will discuss the top 7 rule changes you need to know about in F1. Before starting the video, please subscribe to my channel and be notified of future updates. Let's start with Number 7. Engine regulations. When it comes to engine regulations, there's no shortage of debate about what should be allowed and what should be prohibited. In the race for improved performance and technological advancement, it's sometimes difficult to know how far is too far. On one hand, high-performance engines could be capable of outperforming many competitors and achieving success on the racetrack. On the other hand, some may view these same engines as a potential threat to safety or environmental efficiency. Ultimately, the regulations that get put into place will determine where the line between innovation and safety lie. As a result, it's important for those responsible for setting these rules to make sure they are crafted in a way that ensures everyone's best interests are taken into account. Number 6. Safety car rules and regulations. Racing is all about speed, but the addition of safety car rules and regulations may substantially change the way drivers operate. With greater restrictions in place, drivers must find new ways to whisk around the track more quickly without compromising their safety or anyone else's. This means that strategies for approaching and navigating the race course need to be adjusted as drivers are likely to face a range of new challenges. It gives racers who are creative and innovative an opportunity to make their mark on the track and essentially rethink how top-class racing is done. Racing fans have something exciting to look forward to with the introduction of safety car rules and regulations. They will be witnesses to the renegotiation of speed and safety. Number 5. Qualifying format. The upcoming changes to the qualifying system have been much anticipated, and the FIA has finally unveiled its plans. Every team will now have 2 sessions per race, with the first being a 30-minute session on Fridays and a 20-minute session on Saturdays. However, the biggest alteration is that within those 2 sessions, drivers can only use one type of tire compound. This means teams must optimize every lap, as they now cannot switch to a softer compound to secure pole position or get better track times. This new format will certainly bring some extra excitement to an already thrilling process and make sure all teams are performing on the highest levels. Number 4. Teams and drivers. With the surge of new teams and drivers joining Formula One 2023, it is hard to keep up with all the changes. We have seen a lot of exciting new teams announced to join in the next season, such as Porsche and Aston Martin. On top of those big names, some lesser-known drivers like Nico, Miguel Molina, and Narine Karthikeyan will also be vying for pole position. Even more promising are the debuting female drivers Tatiana Calder and Mitchell Gutierrez, who show promise they could be ones to watch out for in the coming years. Unfortunately, we must bid farewell to some familiar faces as well. Haas Racing has already announced their withdrawal from the upcoming season due to budgetary constraints, while Red Bull looks set to step down after a good 13-year run. Nonetheless, it would be an interesting next few months leading up to Formula One 2023 season. Number 3. Grid Start Formation. It's the moment every race fan has been waiting for, the grid start formation. As the cars roar into the starting line, each of them carefully arranged according to their position in the standings and racing numbers, they mark a new beginning and an exciting battle that lies ahead. Every driver behind the zooming vehicles must have the utmost skill and focus to take their rightful place at the starting line, and as soon as this grid begins to move, it promises thrilling action with every lap. The anticipation is palpable as fans watch those cars list ready for what can only be an unexpected adventure on the lane. Number 2. Pit stops rules. Seeing cars whizzing around the racetrack is one of the most thrilling spectacles in all of the motorsports, but not many people give thought to the critical regulations that define a pit stop. The regulations lay out when drivers can enter the pits, generally before completing a lap, but sometimes after, depending on the championship and team rules, as well as when they must exit to not slow down competitors or delay the race order. Pit stops also include restrictions on whether only tire changes are allowed while stationary, or if more refueling and repairs may be necessary. This intricate set of rules helps maintain an exciting level of play without the disruption caused by careless behavior among teams in their pit stops. Number 1. Reduced paddock hours. The number of hours worked by Formula One team members across race weekends will be reduced in upcoming season. with the third of 3 restricted periods effective on Fridays beginning an hour earlier this year. Another hour is set to be knocked off in 2024. To complement the move, the number of curfews permitted for the first Wednesday and second Thursday restricted periods will also be cut in half, from 8 to 4 and 6 to 3 respectively, again with another cut planned for next year. Alongside this, park firm rules on sprint weekends are under review for 2023 with the aim of simplifying the setup locking process. After the FIA cited a significant increase in park firm requests between Friday's qualifying session and Saturday's sprint. Overall, the upcoming season with new engine regulations and safety car rules looks to be an exciting one. The teams and drivers racing in Formula 1 2023 have immense pressure riding on them, as they will be some of the first to utilize the updated regulations and rules. However, with qualifying format changes, grid start formation modifications, and careful consideration of pit stops rules, there is potential for some great moments during the races this season. With this in mind, let's look ahead to a thrilling next year of Formula 1, full of unpredictability, intense competition, and unforgettable showdowns. Thank you for sticking to the end. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.